Hey guys, it's Gabby, and today I'm going to be filming a things everyone needs to know for high school / high school survival guide. I don't really know what to title this. It's just some tips that I have to help the transition into high school or between grades in high school to be easier, because I know personally high school, the transition into it wasn't the easiest, but it also wasn't as hard as people make it out to be. And I just graduated high school. I graduated with the class of 2015, and I was the valedictorian of my class, so I think I survived pretty well. So I hope these tips will help you, and let's just go right into the video. So the first thing that I think you need to know about high school is that there really isn't a lot of bullying. I know the media makes it seem like there's a lot of bullying, but personally I never experienced it, and none of my friends really experienced it either. I think a lot of people think bullying is more serious. I don't know how to say this without being rude, because there are bullies, but I don't know, in middle school a lot of people think that things are bullying when really it's just immature kids being immature kids. And in high school, that's where those kids really start to become young adults, and they aren't quite as immature. And I went to a pretty small school. We only had about 1,000 kids in our school, and everyone really was just really friendly to each other. So I think that maybe came from just being a small school, but I also think it's like that in bigger schools. I think people are just nicer in high school, honestly, than in middle school. Seriously. Oh, there we go. My second tip or thing that I've realized is that you won't enter and leave high school with the same group of friends. Personally, I have two friends that have been with me from middle school to high school. One of them has been my best friend since preschool. But I've lost some friends, I've gained some friends. It's just a natural thing that happens, honestly. And some friends that I had in middle school, they became closer friends in high school, especially this last year. But some friends from elementary school and middle school, we just kind of drifted away and became involved in different activities. So going along with the whole friends thing, the third thing that I've realized, I'm just going to say that these are things that I've realized during high school, because that's probably the most true, out of the possible titles of this video that I could have. So the third thing that I realized is that you will meet new friends unexpectedly. I met my friend Sam very unexpectedly during pre-calc. We sat next to each other, and I said something sarcastic under my breath, and she laughed, and since then we were best friends in that class. We were separate. When we had to move seats, it was a very, very sad day. But then we sat next to each other first quarter, and then second and third quarter we were across the room from each other, and so that was very sad. But the last quarter we sat by each other again. I think I was right here and she was right here. She was behind me, and it was so much fun. It made pre-calc so much easier. And she still is one of my best friends, even though she graduated a year ahead of me. And again, with friends, for the fourth thing that I realized, if you don't have one of your best friends in a class, it's going to be okay. I've made friends with teachers. I'm just going to be honest, making friends with a teacher is sometimes the most rewarding thing, because teachers are actually really funny. I'm going to be honest. They are some of the best people, and if you're pretty close with the teacher, they'll if you miss a day or something, they'll give you extra time to work on things, or if you didn't do the greatest on something, they'll be more willing to help you than if you were just oh my god, Mr. So-and-so is so rude. Did you hear what he said? Oh my god. Seriously, no one likes that person anyway, so no one's going to want to help that person. So with teachers, the fifth thing that I realized is that the scariest teachers often have the most to teach you. There are two pretty highly ranked teachers on the scary scale at my school, and I have had both of them, and I absolutely adore both of them. The first teaches honors English for ninth grade and a couple other like elective classes, and he teaches like a college class, and honestly I've learned the most in that class, and I've been able to apply everything that I've learned in that class to my other English classes and to my other classes in general, like my note-taking strategies and test preparation strategies and just like my overall reading ability. So that has really helped. And then the second scary teacher is one of our business teachers. She teaches like personal finance, accounting, web design, something else I think. And she's just very tall and very intimidating and very loud, but she's only like that because she really cares about her students. And if I didn't take personal finance, especially not taking it with her, I would be very lost. But I recently did some financial aid stuff for college, and I was able to read it and comprehend it very well, and I'm ready to take the next step in my financial career. Not financial career, I'm not like going into business or anything, but like investing and stuff. Like, I'm ready for that, and I've also learned a lot about life and how to just kind of succeed and not be an idiot in life. So now we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk a little bit more about extracurriculars. So the sixth thing that I've learned is that devoting yourself to one or two main things can often be better than spreading yourself among many things. And the reason I say that is because getting leadership positions in a couple main things can look a lot better on resumes and college applications and all that fun stuff, or like scholarship things, than saying, oh, I was a member of this, 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 and this, and this, and this, and this, and I don't even know everything that I was in, because, you know, there's like so much. So like I mean, yeah, you're involved, but like how deeply involved. And if you are a leader in 12 different things, and that's good for you, but if you are, I just don't think that's realistic. Honestly, I haven't heard of that, but being a leader in like one or two, maybe even three things, and keeping up on your grades and, you know, doing well, just like in life and like working and stuff, that's what people look for. So just do that. Alright, this next tip is something that I struggled with, and it's talking about the last one too, but don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something. I always wanted to cheer, and I was ranked very high up in my theater company. I was getting all these lead roles, and I was putting a lot of effort in, and so the director kind of favored me, I guess, and that was great. But I really wanted to cheer, and my director hated cheer, he hated cheerleaders because the schedules never really worked, and so I knew that if I went to cheer, I wouldn't be getting all of this attention, I guess. And I never knew if I would be good at cheer or not. And I think that's my biggest regret from high school, is not trying cheer even for just a season, because I was scared that I wouldn't be welcome back to theater. And the more I progressed with theater, the more I didn't like it, but I kept doing it because I just didn't want them to be disappointed in me. And so really what I'm trying to say is don't worry about other people being disappointed in you. Worry about being disappointed in yourself and what you're going to regret more. Because I regret not cheering and not making connections with those other people than I did when I was not happy in theater doing something that people thought I liked. My 8th tip is to use your backpack and your locker. On the first day of freshman year, I didn't know that we could bring our backpacks around with us. So I was carrying so much stuff, and by lunchtime on the very first day, I was putting all, like, a whole bunch of stuff into my backpack and I was just carrying it. But you also need to remember that you can use your locker, because I didn't, and my back is not beautiful. The bones are not very happy. My muscles are very tight still, and I've been out of school for like a month. Use your locker. Switch out books at lunch. Switch out books when you don't need them. Don't carry everything with you, because your back will hate you, or your shoulders. Like, if some people carry like no, it'll. My chiropractor he's a blessing. But seriously, use your backpack, use your locker, use them to your advantage rather than to your disadvantage. And my final tip for high school, or final thing that I realized, is that no one likes the rude kid. Seriously, just be nice to people and you will make friends. You will be fine as long as you are nice and courteous. Like, I mean, I get it. You don't have to be nice all the time. You can't have a good day every single day, but you can try. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had a lot of fun making this video, and if you need any more help, if you want me to do like a my high school experience type of video where I go really in depth with what I did, or if you just want like one specific year that I focus on, or if you want me to do a Q&A, you can leave questions down below, and if I get a lot of them, I'll do a Q&A, or you can tweet them to me at GabbyPage15. The link is down below. And if I just want to help you guys, because I know high school can be rough, and I just want to make it easier for you. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!